Hey Capricorn, how are you? Happy to be here with you. Gonna get started. As you know, I always like to talk about the astrology, and because we have a full moon coming up, that is what I will be focusing on. So if you're not really interested in that, there are timestamps in the description box below, or you can hover over the play bar and you'll see the chapters. You can jump ahead to the oracle or to the tarot if you so choose. Capricorn. So we are in the run up to the full moon in Pisces, which will be Monday the 22nd. Monday the 20th. I'm sorry. Monday the 20th at 7:55 p.m. Eastern time. So it may be past midnight across the pond and in the earlier morning hours at other points around the globe. So check your local listings. But this is a full moon in Pisces, also called the harvest moon. That's the harvest moon in September, but this time around it's in the sign of Pisces. And Pisces is the sign that invented the unconscious dimension, right? 12th house, ruled by Neptune, sort of invented unconsciousness. Yes, personally, but also for the collective. So have you ever heard the phrase, the collective unconscious? That is what Pisces invented. They also invented the we are all one consciousness. So, and that shift from Pisces to Aries is the alpha omega, everything and nothing. So I just wanted to give you a little framework for the Pisces energy that is there. Pisces is also deep water, deep emotions. So prepare to potentially feel all the feels. And whatever path you're on right now, or wherever you are on your path, those feels may be deeply emotional for some, and for others like a cathartic release. So it's going to be different for everybody, obviously, but remember that there is energy in your unconscious. There are wounds in your unconscious that you need to bring up so that you can release it for the full moon, for the deepest and most profound healing. So don't suppress it, repress it, and do all the tricks to keep yourself, preoccupied. This is not the time for that. It's a time to get busy, really tapping into things that are getting in your way. And I'll tell you why. The full moon will be in a conjunction with Neptune. Conjunction means next to. I think they're going to be about 7 degrees apart, which is pretty darn close. Close enough for a conjunction. And Neptune rules Pisces. And Neptune is the energy of spirit, the divine, whatever you want to call it, God consciousness. So it's literally like spirits in the house for this full moon. And so you can't sort of run and hide from that. Always start your full moon ritual with gratitude. Be grateful for all you have accomplished so far in terms of spiritual growth on your own spiritual journey. And then figure out, what do you need to do? What do you need to release to be in flow with your connection to the divine, with your connection to spirit, or whatever you call that energy? So that's the work you're here to do for this full moon, Capricorn. It's important work. Don't bypass it. Start taking notes now, because this full moon will appear full for 3 full days, from Sunday evening through Wednesday morning. Well, not really 3 full days, but close to it. And we have an eliminator angle. That's just geometry talk astrologically, 2 days before and 2 days after every full moon. But so for this one, because of the geometry with the moon appearing full for almost 3 days, you get a little preview. You can start preparing for your release. You can start preparing, diving deep now, today, this minute, and through the weekend. And then following the full moon, you can say, did I leave anything out? Did I miss anything? Double check your lists of things that you've been holding onto: resentments, anger, frustration, rejection, guilt, right? Pain, loss, all those things. Dredge it up, dredge it up, dredge it up, then release it. And what you're doing is you're clearing the path so that you can get an easier flow with spirit, and that will help you manifest going forward. So that's my little spiel. That's all I'm going to say today. And interestingly enough, your oracle, so we're moving oracle now, kind of supports everything I just talked about. I intuitively selected 3 decks for you, shuffled and drew your cards. I started with Sacred Traveler and you got Wandering Path. And Wandering Path reminds you to enjoy the journey, but what that's really saying is stay present. This is like your spiritual path. You're on your spiritual path. You're on your journey here. Stay present. You don't always need to know where you're going, okay? Enjoy the journey and let this experience take you where you're meant to go and be and who you're meant to become. It's really beautiful. Then you got from Gateway Oracle, cherishing self, I accept and love myself. And what this says is put yourself first. This is a time to put yourself first, especially on this wandering path, because, you know, some things come up when we're not really sure where we're headed, when we feel like we know our feet are moving forward, we know we're making progress, but we don't know to what end. And so I want you to know, put yourself first, cherish yourself, nurture yourself, see the beauty within. That's really important here. So all that beautiful, like, treat yourself. Make yourself a nice Sunday brunch, right? You don't need to go to a restaurant or have somebody else do it, and do a quick grocery run and make yourself a beautiful, like, buy some tulips or flowers or whatever's in season and put it on your table and pretend you're at a fancy hotel. Like, you know, make this journey, this wandering path, really enjoyable. Okay, because we got enough going on in the world. And then you get from Sacred Destiny the flexibility card, and this is telling you be willing to bend. This path is going to not be a straight shot. It's not a straight road. It winds and turns and bends. Be willing to bend. Be flexible. Be open to change. You may have to change course here and there because a time of growth is right around the corner. Right around this next bend in the road on your wandering path is a growth phase. And you can't resist that. So be willing to be flexible. Nice cards coming through for you. I feel they support the energies for this full moon in Pisces. So you're already ahead of the game. And now we're going to move to Tarot. This is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. These readings are offered from the perspective of the Divine Feminine. It's okay if you're here as a masculine. You may need to flip the energies around, especially if you're here as a cross watcher. Everyone's welcome. The extended will be from the Divine Masculine's perspective, so just so you know. And what that means is your Divine Masculine. If you are a feminine here, it will be about your Divine Masculine regardless of their sign. So that is what we're going to look at today. It may not speak to everybody. It's a general reading for the collective, so just take what resonates, leave the rest. Oh, Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so the Knight of Pentacles is letting you know that you may need a plan. I just got done telling you don't plan, be flexible, and then you got the creative, like move slow with caution and create a plan. But we'll see what this is about. What's crossing you here? Okay, 5 of Pentacles. So I feel like there may be some instability that you're dealing with right here. I love the earth energy for you, Capricorn. Possibly, let me pull what's going on below here. Emperor. So there's Divine Masculine energy underneath. So we know that in your subconscious realm, you're working that out in the past. Here's the twins, the soulmates, and a lot of love. Here's judgment, forgiveness, second chances is what's crowning you. So this card tells you from your crown, your connection to the spirit, to the divine, to spirit. This card is telling you the strength, right? Your strength for achieving your desired outcome. Your strength will be in answering the call to either offer or receive a second chance, to either offer or receive forgiveness. Wow. It's crossroads energy. So it means that in that moment, at that crossroads, you're either all in or you're all out. And so I feel like that's your strength going forward to happiness. Yes, my loves. Okay, so something's unstable here and you're treading cautiously. You may be working out a plan to get to this point of forgiveness. I'll see when we clarify your message from Spirit. Yeah, go, go, go. Ace of Wands, divine gift of inspired action and passion. So I feel like you're being offered this motivation from Spirit. Yes, it's kind of supporting your agenda here. This is the energy that surrounds you that you aren't aware of. Ten of Swords, somebody's feeling laid out. There was something happened here because I'm seeing a Five of Pentacles, and whoever's on the other end of that is feeling kind of super laid out. Hit them like a ton of bricks. They think it's over. There's someone in your orbit who is experiencing Ten of Swords energy. Queen of Swords, your hopes and or fears. So we'll check that. If it was your hopes here, Capricorn, you're hoping that you can get to cut to the chase and get to the truth of the matter. Have an open dialogue and communication. Sorry, she's a truth seeker and a truth teller. Notice all the roses here in this card. You know, most cards have her with her hand extended. It's the same energy. I come in peace. You know, I mean no harm. Now, in her detriment, not so much. So we'll see what the clarifiers are. But I feel like in your hopes, you're hoping to kind of get to the truth. And the outcome position, potential outcome, is not giving up. Nine of Wands is a card of perseverance. It does demonstrate some measure of stress and exhaustion, however. For some of you, this will be it. You won't wait for the 10. Right? This is like the people who try to climb Mount Kilimanjaro and literally just before their worst day is the day, this is what I've heard, the worst day is the day before they reach summit. And the guides tell them, the Sherpas tell them, this will be your worst day. You are going to want to quit. That wanting to quit is the sign that you're just about to get to the summit. That's the same energy of this card. And so what this is telling you is when you're in this feeling of exhaustion, like you can't go one more step, like you are the walking wounded here, you're so close. Don't give up. You're close to a breakthrough there. Okay, so I'm going to make a little bit of room, and I want to look at the Knight of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles together. Right? Easy does it because you're working on something here. Look at all the pentacles. Oh, and the Three of Wands. Good. So the Five of Pentacles is what's crossing you here. I feel like you're trying to forge a plan to move forward slowly, intentionally, methodically. Could be your divine counterpart too, just let me say. The Knight the Knights make offers, and there's an offer of something grounded and stable, trustworthy, reliable, etc. But the Knight of Pentacles moves very slowly and deliberately, not fast and wild like the Knight of Swords and Wands. So there's something very intentional here. This is someone who makes a plan. They just don't go willy-nilly. I'm feeling it's more your energy. And what's crossing you here is there's something that's creating some measure of instability. Now, this could be you feeling like someone left you out in the cold. This could be someone ghosted you or hasn't returned your calls. This could be something that went off the rails for your person, and therefore you're on the outside looking in and can't access the warmth of the connection because they're going through a thing. So it can be a lot of different things, but it's the challenge to this Knight of Pentacles moving forward. And here's what's clarifying it. So you're going to have to figure out a creative solution to the problem. And, you know, you're wanting some buy-in from this person. We need teamwork here. We have to do things together cooperatively. You're looking for that co-creative energy, and that's what you're calling in. Three of Wands is a manifestation card, and even though it's underneath, I feel like on some level you already know your intended outcome is to get to this judgment energy and, you know, to some measure of forgiveness and second chances. and an opportunity to almost resurrect the connection from something that's not on very stable ground right now, and to do it together. That's what your ships coming in is about. You're calling them in. That does require action, though. So here's that action coming in to support you from Spirit. The Knight of Pentacles is slowed down by the Five of Pentacles. So let's look at the Emperor. Emperor's Aries, by the way. We have Scorpio. We have Leo. Ooh, Queen of Wands, Two of Cups, Temperance. Okay. I feel this Temperance card is your energy. It's underneath. It's underneath because this is below. This is already in your subconscious, so this is buried deep. This feels like it's coming through, yes, patience. Temperance is always about patience and self-control and restraint and all that. It's also a card of alchemy. Really transmutation. Taking something ordinary and making it extraordinary. I get a similar feel from the Three of Pentacles, because in the Three of Pentacles, they're usually working with, either taking an ordinary window and making it stained glass. In some decks, there's a hunk of marble, and there's the craftsman chipping away and creating David, right? So there's like that energy in both of those cards that you may be trying to work out a way to take this connection to the next level, to transmute it, to give it wings, so it can fly. But that's really what's underneath. So that's part of your unconscious awareness of what your goals are here. We have the Emperor with the Queen of Wands and the Two of Cups. And in this case, I feel you're trying to transmute this relationship. I do feel you're using some measure of your own mystical, magical qualities to bring this about. The Queen of Wands, in her highest and best, can be an eternal optimist, a fearless leader, someone who's aware of her own good mojo and knows how to make things happen. So in this case, in your subconscious awareness, Capricorn, you're coming in pretty strong, and you're looking for this love connection to be transmuted. This is your person. You are seeing them as your divine masculine. The passion is there, Queen of Wands, for your beloved. But you know that some transmutation needs to take place, because this isn't sustainable the way it's been going, right? Okay, let's look at the Two of Cups in the past. Did I say that's Sagittarius, by the way? Oh, yep, I see it. So what happened? Knight of Pentacles again. Yeah, you're like, I'm gonna need to rethink this. Okay, plan B. What's my plan B? Oh, Capricorn, I love you. You never give up. This is an easy card for you. It is not for many others. Oh my God. Okay. Two of Cups, King of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. So there you were, all dreamy in this connection, and you meet the Iceman cometh. Cool, aloof, detached, not really going into the back and forth of the emotions, not in the feels at all. Now, you're not always in the feels either. At least from my perspective as a reader, Capricorn has a good way of shielding their deepest emotions. Like you don't wear it on your sleeve as much as the rest of us do. But this person, whoever your King of Swords is, which I believe is the Emperor, can't pinch a smile out of them. So, and I feel on some level you got left to your own devices here. The Nine of Pentacles, still very competent in your life and everything, but she's the single person in the tarot, right? Lots of suitors, lots of people ringing her bell and bringing her flowers and all these gorgeous goodies, but nobody stays. She can't get a lover to stay. I shouldn't say she can't. I should just say that's her cross to bear. And I feel like this Knight of Pentacles comes in because it's the present energy right now for you. Feel like in your subconscious realm in the past, you're like, well, I'm going to figure out another way into this fortress. I'm going to find another way in to the heart of this King of Swords. Could have been a, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. For some of you, might be dealing with that. Scorpio too. Let's look at Judgment. Feel like you're biding time here. You got some really nice energy coming through here, Capricorn. Yay. The Judgment card, I mean, it's heavy. It's depicting the angel calling, the sinners back up from hell. I know, like I said, heavy, biblical references. But it is about redemption, and it is about second chances, and it is about, in this case, answering the call of the past life soulmate and pushing things forward. Crossroads energy. Are we going to give this another go? I believe we can, find redemption, and we can find our happiness here if we can just offer forgiveness and accept a second chance. And I'm not going to say who's on what side, because I see somebody wounded over here, but I see an Ice King over here. So the Two of Pentacles, Strength, and the Empress underneath, you are driving this boat all the way. I feel right now you're gathering up your confidence here, to overcome the situation. And I feel you have had confidence in your subconscious awareness. So like in your dreams, you're Wonder Woman, but then, no, not yet. Is it Wonder Woman? And then old lady trying to make pop culture references. I love you that you're still here watching. This Two of Pentacles, right? I'm waiting for my right time. I'm juggling. I'm assessing realities on the ground. When will be the right time? I know I'm at this crossroads, gathering up my confidence so that I'm not being, I'm not beating around the bush or being a little wallflower, that I'm kind of stepping into Queen of Wands. And the best way to do that is to stay in the unconditional love of the Divine Feminine. Now, interestingly enough, the Divine Feminine energy is about receptivity. It's very yin. It is not yang. It does not take action. It does not initiate. It receives. But the point of the Empress coming through here is telling you, you are running the show just behind the scenes. Okay? Ain't nobody got to know about that. So gather up your confidence and your strength and your courage, dear feminine, because you know that when the time is right, you will land on your opportunity and you will move forward with grace and confidence and unconditional love. Beautiful. I love everything coming through here. We have Leo twice, so let's go to the Sun. Yep, happiness can be found in reciprocity, turning our backs on the drama, no more drama, seeing things clearly. You're going to get your truth. Remember I said I think one of your hopes is maybe, finally cutting to the chase and getting to the truth of the matter. And I feel like you're going to be offered that gift of enlightenment pretty soon. So we have the Sun card. Here we've got the Six of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. So you may get some information, you may get clarity on why this person walked away, if they in fact did. And I'm only saying that because I see a Five of Pentacles. So someone, Mr. Iceman over here, may have just flaked. Things might have gotten too intense and they may have just flaked. That may be the storyline for some of you. And the happiness that's coming for you will be found in them coming to terms with the fact that they don't have to, reciprocity is a measure of how much you put in is how much you receive. I say give and take because that's more compromise, and sixes are about balance and everything kind of coming into balance. But true give and take in a relationship is if each one of you are giving 50%, that doesn't equal 100. You're only going to get that 50 back. So you want to give 100% to receive 100%. And I feel like your happiness is found in that energy of, and it's the two of you. It's the two of you. It's the two of you looking at each other and saying, you ready to go all in? I really think we can do this. And if you give as much as I give, we can't lose. There's something really powerful there. So you may get some insight around why they walked away in the first place, and you may find that it's about this sort of pressure to be in this kind of a connection. Or the Eight of Cups is simply just, you're going to make a decision to walk away from drama, to not have that anymore, to rise to a higher level. You see that this person is about to ascend a mountain. And I feel like in some way, Capricorn, that this Eight of Cups, it's almost like the Sun and the Six of Pentacles is the answer to bringing you back together, because then the Eight of Cups and the Two of Cups makes 10 cups. And I do sort of feel like, oops, like that's part of your journey here. That's part of your wandering path. And I do feel like it's all about the equal give and take. And this person, because remember I said with the Three of Pentacles, you're looking for buy-in, you're looking for cooperation, you're looking for co-creative energy. And I have a feeling there's been something terribly out of balance. And when this person has been feeling any measure of pressure, they split. Go on. I mean, it's a thing. It happens. It's more common than you may realize. Okay. Ace of Wands. Knight of Wands. Ten of Wands. Yeah, they're coming back. Your twin is coming back. If they were gone, they're coming back. If you're out of touch, they're going to reach out. But this, yeah, and it may even happen during Mercury retrograde. We're in the shadow phase now. I think it stations retrograde around the 27th of September, and will be retrograde until mid-October, and then it stations direct again. But I feel like, because I'm looking at the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is someone kind of coming back from the past, uninvited, unannounced. There's lots of passion here. They're ready to lay down the burden for this connection. So I do see the message to you from Spirit is you're about to be able to offload a lot of heavy energy. That's why you're getting the Don't Quit card, because this person's likely to come back. You're getting inspiration from the Ace of Wands. This person's getting inspiration from the Ace of Wands. And then you both together can offload that heavy burden and begin this connection anew, right? Leave the past behind. It is not, you're not going there. So I do feel like something powerful is ahead of you, and you want to stay the course. Ten of Swords, the energy that surrounds you, you may be unaware of. Magician. Oh. Okay, so I feel this Ten of Swords is something really happened. And, well, obviously, something really happened. That's not what I meant to say. Something nasty went down, and the Ten of Swords is the energy your person is sat in. What that means is they're sitting there feeling like, oh my God, it's over. I blew it. What the heck? I can't, there's no coming back from the Ten of Swords. Dead as a doornail, right? Now what's clarifying it is the Magician and the Page of Cups. Manifesting an opportunity to offer a message of apology. Yeah, love too. But because I see the Seven of Pentacles underneath, it feels more like this person is waiting for things to unfold organically. They're waiting for their moment. You're waiting for your moment. And they're coming in with a message of love. I think it's more about apology. It will be sincere. It will come in, like I said, in the natural order of things. And then we've got the Queen of Swords. Virgo and Gemini in that Magician, but it's more about Mercury. So I feel like something's happening for you in Mercury season, Mercury retrograde season. Give me a second. It's very hot here. Stuffed it with ice. Well, this is a little bit of hope, little bit of fear. So we already know that you're hoping to get to the heart of the matter. Cut to the chase. Ask your questions, answer any questions. This is an opening salvo for honest communication. The Sword, truth. And then we've got the High Priestess, the Two of Swords, and underneath the Four of Cups. So I think the fear is of rejection. And I feel like you're concerned and uncertain as to whether this person will be honest or will even entertain a conversation at all. And I feel like the High Priestess is your inner knowing. There's like something going on there, something in your natural instinct, your intuition telling you need a little bit more clarity because you're not sure you're dealing with someone who will be receptive or who will be rejecting. So I think you're fearing rejection here, but your hope and what you're trusting your intuition on is that an open and honest dialogue will ensue, that you'll get the truth you seek, which I kind of feel you will because I see the Ace of Swords here. And I feel like part of your truth is going to be around that Six of Pentacles, that sort of back and forth and equal give and take, each giving 100%, is something that has been not the normal for this person. Not their norm, not the way they've ever been in relationship. And being that you're calling them into their Emperor energy, they've got some catch up to do. Very interesting. Pisces in that High Priestess. That's our full moon in Pisces. Nine of Wands. Page of Wands. Hierophant, King of Wands. Great. Now we have the King and Queen of Wands, so I like that. Didn't I have a... thought I already had a King of Wands out, but I didn't. Okay. Hallucinated that. So the King of Wands underneath is suggesting that your person will sort of figure out what they want and lay claim to it. That's good. I see it. I want it. I claim it. It's mine. What's it all about? Commitment. Conventional committed relationship. I'm in. I want it. But here's the thing. You may have to go through the paces a little bit longer, just a little bit. Nine of Wands, because that Page of Wands comes out. I feel all your frustration because this person, where there is a lot of attraction, there is a lot of passion here. At least there's a ton of chemistry. But I feel like this person's going to come in because this is a potential outcome, and they're kind of going to be like, nonchalant, not serious, kind of flirtatious and surface level, and maybe trying to get their needs met in the moment, charmer. You get it. And I feel like that may cause some frustration. But if you hold on, remember my story about Kilimanjaro? You want to get to the summit? Babe, here it is. Conventional committed relationship and somebody who buys in. Buys in, which is where you got to get them to buy in on it. And that may have been part of your problem. That's part of what you're trying to gather your courage and your strength about, and your confidence around is can I really do I have those kind of gifts? Can I get this person to buy into the concept of a conventional committed relationship where two people put in 100% and they both get everything they could have ever wanted? It is not a foreign concept, but for some it takes a while to have the light bulb go on. Here's the light bulb. Okay, so we've got Taurus energy there as well, a little extra Sag in the Knight of Wands. If this is resonating for you, Capricorn, there is a link below to the extended, and I'm not going to do the same spread, but I do a different spread for Divine Masculine energy. So if you are here as a feminine, you can go there, and it doesn't matter what their sign is. I've told you all the signs that showed up, but it doesn't really matter. You're here, this reading's for you, and now I'm going to give you their perspective. What their present energy is. I'm going to look at how they see the situation or what they think about it, how they feel about you right now, what their intentions are toward you going forward. And then I'll pull a card from Spirit to help you get some guidance on what to do with all of that. And then I'll close out with some more oracle. So another deep dive awaits you at the link below. I hope to see you there. Otherwise, have a beautiful and blessed full moon, and I'll see you when I see you. Take care. Bye for now.